So this week we're going to go through a bit of an update of all the trades that have taken shape over the last 7 days. So what I've already done is run a scan and we're going to go through them one by one. There's been sort of 12, 13 trades or so this week. Let's have a look at those. This is on the D1 sniper strategy. Starting off with this trade from the 1st of July. It's a sell trade there at 92.16. So on the end of that day there on the 1st of July, so last Friday. Now trade target wise, stop loss wise, remember we are going for kind of bite-sized targets. A lot of this is about going for the sweet spot on these trades and what the market is most likely to do rather than what the market is least likely to do. And again, remember that this strategy is about trying to keep the discretion to an absolute minimum. Okay, so this is about trying to capture that sweet spot, like I said. So what we can do is we can use this tool called TradeMate. I'm not going to bring this up on every trade, it just gets a bit tedious, but basically what we do is we click on this bar here, the bar with the sniper. This is what we'd have done on the 1st of July and our members did, and we'll use these starter limits here. So these are the targets we recommend for new members who are on our training programs. You can then go on to use extended limits if you want to add a little bit of discretion and so on, but calculate trade details, and that'll give you the parameters for the trade. So the target, the take profit, down at 91.67 basically. So from an entry there down to, what was the low? The low down there, 91.57. That is below 91.66.7, and therefore that is a winning trade. And that hit target the day after. So within 1 day, that's a winning trade of 50 pips. So a nice, a nice profit, quick 50 pips there, without having to hold on to our capital for too long. Let's start to speed up a little bit through these. CAD yen, let me close these off now. CAD yen was a sell trade there from the 5th of July. That was a 40-point winner. Again, achieving the sweet spot before moving back up again. And sometimes you look at trades and think, God, I wish we could have got a bit more on that one. Sometimes we get absolutely the maximum. The most likely scenario for this trade was a 40-point move and then a reversal back the other way. And that's exactly what happened. And the difference between this strategy and perhaps what a lot of people think trading is all about is we're not always looking for the 300-400 point moves because they seldom happen. This is about going for the sweet spot, what this market is more likely to do. So CAD yen, nice profit on that one as well. Euro against the Australian dollar. And this is the kind of thing I'm talking about there. There was the buy there on the 1st of July. You look at that and think, well, that's got to be a loss-making trade. Well, actually, given the pattern and given the way in which this market typically moves, actually, we're only expecting about a 50-point move. So from a long of 152.90, we're expecting up to what? 153.40. What did the market do? Goes up to 153.53 and then reversed. You could say, well, that's got a bit lucky there. Well, no, not really, because the targets that we use are scientific. It's based on thousands and thousands of trades worth of study, as that is the most likely scenario. Before then, the market backed off, and quite dramatically so. So again, a nice 50 pip winner there. Euro against the sterling, the pound there. It's interesting, this one, because you've got a sell trade there. This one is the only trade of this week that we didn't take, and the reason for that is a little filter that we put in when the stop loss is too narrow. So if the distance between this changing color from the green and the red and the entry of this bar here, so whilst it's a sniper, if that distance between here and here is less than 40 pips, then it's very much a discretionary play. And as far as our performance history and track record is concerned, this is a no trade. Despite the fact that it would have been a fantastic winner, this goes down as a no trade for us there. So nothing doing. Pound Aussie, again, another one hitting that sweet spot. That was a 40 pip winner. Moving then down to starting to bring in some of the indices here. So I've got the DAX in the list, that's setting up for tonight. So nothing really doing there at this point. So let's move on to the Nikkei. So that was a buy there. That was a really nice trade, actually. 198 points. On this short trade was 198 points, and we've taken profits on this one as well for 144. So a couple of trades over the last 7 days. So this was yesterday, this was Thursday, already gone on. We took a profit on it. Actually putting a note out to our members just to be aware of non-farm payroll, to look to close that ahead of some major economic data coming out. So really nice little profit there, but also really nice profit on this short trade. Like I said, 198 points on that one. Moving through to the Nasdaq, a couple of bars ago, we've had a couple of trades actually there. So the Nasdaq with the buy was 119 points on the Nasdaq. It's a really nice, profitable trading opportunity. Again, that was Wednesday night, hitting target on Tuesday. Really nice indeed. The S&P 500 equally giving us a buy on Wednesday. That was a 350-point winner. Very nice indeed. The FTSE 100, we've closed out of that trade, as well as because of non-farm payroll, this is a loss. We took a loss on this one of 107 points. That's the only loss-making trade we've had this week on the D1 sniper strategy. Bringing us then through to the Dow. We've closed out for a small profit on this one ahead of the data, 109 points on that. Dollar CAD taking a nice quick little profit on dollar CAD as well. 30 points was doing there. And then finally moving through to US oil, so crude oil, the sell trade there, that was a 70-cent or so, 70-point winner as well. So all in all, what have we had there? Sort of 12, 15 trades. Overall, up 1,093 pips on the week. So you add up all the winning trades minus that solitary loser on the FTSE. That's up 1,093 pips from following a very simple to identify trading strategy.